Welcome back to the Business Simple podcast. It's your host, James. Today, I'm going to talk to you about understanding customer journey mapping in digital marketing. The question for you is, do you ever wonder how some campaigns effortlessly convert? What we put this down to is that the secret lies in understanding the customer journey. The key things that I think we need to touch on when we're talking about customer journey is that there's a journey that you want a customer to take, and there's a journey that the customer wants to take. And I think where a lot of marketers go wrong is they prioritize the journey that suits their sales team or their marketing team or the business itself above the journey that suits the customer. If it was up to us, and I promise you, we've been asked this a number of times, if it was up to us, we would only send through qualified with intent and qualified with an ability to buy leads to our customers. And all you would do is turn up to a meeting and take an order. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Through all of the work that we've done in lead generation, we've learned that ensuring that the customer journey suits the customer above your business is going to ensure you get the maximum amount of leads that you possibly can for the money that you invest, and also the maximum amount of customers out the other side. Some supporting facts and stats that align with what I'm saying are that companies that map their customer journey see a 20% increase in conversion rates. Visualizing the journey can reduce churn by around 15%. And by churn there, what I'm talking about is people falling out of that customer journey that we're talking about. So what I'll do with you then is I'm going to take an approach where I'm going to work through the way that I would go through this. And I'm going to kind of use some real life examples that we've had in Digital Simple, maybe even Digital Simple, to explain how we've mapped this out. So the first thing that you need to consider, as I mentioned at the start, is that the customer journey should be based around the customer. When you do that, your initial positioning point has to be, what are the customer's problems and how do I show the customer that I can solve them? How do I do that as early into the piece as I can so that any customer that has that problem engages, and then I can walk them through a process where I solve their other problems as well. So when I look at Digital Simple, we had a campaign that we ran last year, which was our Are You Sick of Feeling Like You're Getting Rinsed campaign. We know through the meetings that we do that essentially every person that we talk to has been hurt or had a negative experience with an agency prior to them having a conversation with us. So what we did is we went to a group of people which had a problem, which was that they've been rinsed by an agency. We created a polarizing piece of content. If you saw it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I let 2 of my staff throw buckets of water over me. We had an opening line of, does paying your marketing bill each month leave you feeling like you're getting rinsed? Following people seeing that video, 2 things happen. The first one is if they clicked on the video, they got sent to a landing page. Now, you might expect that landing page to be all language about, do you feel like you're getting rinsed? But it wasn't. We used the rinsed angle to qualify out that someone had a problem. And then we used the landing page to explain to them how we would solve the problem. So it was all positive on the page. It talked about our track record. It had testimonials. It showed brands we worked with. It explained how we could help them. It did all those sorts of things. We then took the people who watched that video and we said, hey, there's a reasonable chance that if you watched that video, the initial opening line stood out to you. And because of that, we believe you might be someone who's been rinsed. And we ran a series of other messaging to them that did the same thing. So it talked about our track record. It showed them testimonials from clients on video. It did things like that. And we started to build out a bit of a multi-stage marketing funnel off the back of that initial video. When we're thinking about the customer journey there, what's really important is their initial reaction is going to be, that's a creative video. Yeah, I do feel like I'm getting rinsed a bit. You then have to reaffirm to them why you're a part of the solution and not another problem. And so where you might think, or where someone who's not imagining the customer journey might take a campaign like that, is they might go, but a video about getting rinsed, landing page about getting rinsed, follow-up ads about getting rinsed. Instead, we're going through and we're trying to answer the questions that we've created, not just the questions that the client had prior to seeing that campaign. So anyway, if you've got ads live on social media right now, I strongly suggest you consider the customer journey. Actually, anywhere you consider the customer journey. What are they seeing initially? What's it making them feel? And where are they going? I hope you found this valuable. If you have, make sure you give us a follow, subscribe wherever is relevant, and share this with someone else who might benefit from it. I appreciate your time and I hope you found value. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.